What's up, guys? I just got a quick little video for you here. I just want to show you how to properly start your car in the wintertime. And really, you should be doing this anytime in the summertime too. It's just a way to kind of prime the fuel pump and just so you know how everything works. So currently the car is completely off. I actually have the accessory, the key in the ignition and in the accessory position because I'm running the GoPro off of the car at this point because the battery's dead. But anyhow, what you want to do is, if you're just getting in your car normally, go ahead and insert your key and turn it to the on position. So basically all your lights are going to light up on the dash. And when you do this, all the air lights, check engine light, oil light, all that stuff's going to stay on because it's a good way to check to see if those things are working. That's how they actually do it in the shops. Like if you take your car in for inspection or something, they might check to see, hey, is your check engine light, even working, or is that bulb actually burned out? So all your air codes and air lights are going to be on. And then what you're going to do is you're going to actually hear the fuel pump prime up. You can actually hear it. Now, since I was talking, I couldn't hear it, but you're going to hear this like kind of gushing noise. Like there is actually fuel going to the front of the car. So your fuel pump is electric, and it's basically just sucking up fuel and sending fuel pressure to the engine. And it just kind of like sits there and it stops right at the injectors and it's ready to go. So that's really critical in the wintertime to kind of get that fuel through the system. And like I said, even in the summertime, you just don't want to get in your car, have it completely in the off position and then turn it right on because there's no fuel going to the engine at that point. I mean, obviously your car is going to start, you know what I mean? But especially in the wintertime when it's hard to start, you want that fuel to be right there and ready to be ignited and everything's ready to go. So now that you have fuel directly to those injectors and everything's good, you can go ahead and start the car. And normally, it's gonna idle up to, whatever the higher idle area is. For mine, it's just above that 1500 RPM area. Obviously in the wintertime, it's gonna take a little bit longer to warm up. And I guess what we'll touch on right now, since we're just letting the car warm up, is how long should you let your car up, especially in the wintertime? And there's so much crap going on the internet these days with, people warming up their cars for, 10, 15 minutes. There's other articles out there that say that's horrible for your car and you should just go ahead and turn it right on and just go, you know what I mean? And I see so many people here in this parking lot all the time. They just literally, they just get back from the public transportation, they get right in the car, and they just want to go. And I'm gonna have to say in the wintertime, that's bad because just the same as your fuel, it's a fluid, takes time to get to the engine bay and get there and start everything up. Your oil is gonna take time to circulate in there. So even whenever your gauge up here is still reading cold, that's your water gauge, your coolant, your water. Even when that gets to the middle point, that oil isn't all the way warmed up. Now, obviously, I'm not telling you to, sit here and warm up your car till that's even to the full point or, 20 minutes or whatever. But what I am saying is get in, turn your car on in the wintertime and let it warm up 2-3 minutes. You know what I mean? Like, it would be great to get that maybe just out of the, out of the deathly cold range and maybe just on that bar. But, not everybody has that time, and I'm not even convinced that that's going to be doing a whole lot of good. Ideally, you do want that oil definitely warmed up before you start getting on it. For us turbo guys, that's before you get in the boost. But for everybody else, keep the RPMs low, certainly under like 3,000 RPMs. Obviously, unless there's an emergency, you got to pull out and a car's going to hit you. Obviously, you got to do what you got to do. But just don't put yourself in that position that, you need to do that. So essentially, I like it to, start up and get going for about, 5 minutes. I get in, adjust the radio, check my phone, do something like that. And then after that, I kind of get on my way. So I'm going to sit here for probably the next, 2-3 minutes. It's already been kind of idling for about 2 minutes, but I'm going to sit here for another, 3 minutes or something. And then I'm going to get on my way. And I'm probably going to sit in traffic anyhow, so it's going to give it extra time to warm up. But as you're driving, there's load on the engine. It's going to warm up a lot quicker, and that's going to allow for less wear and tear to be done on the engine, just as if you warmed it up completely every single time fully. So you got to come to a happy medium. don't just turn it on and go, but also don't let it, idle for 10, 15 minutes and then go ahead and leave when it's fully warm. You don't really need to do that. If you did either of them once in a while, it's not going to do any harm really, but just don't be that guy who gets in his car and goes all the time and floors it up to, red line, because that's really bad. So I hope that all helped you guys out. That's how you properly start your car in the wintertime, and even in the summertime. Just give it that, second or two, get that fuel there, and then let your car warm up for about 2 or 3 minutes, and then get on your way. So hope that was informative. Have a nice day, and stay safe out there, guys. See ya.
Start with the kids.